My name is Titanic, and welcome to the record-setting episode of Titancraft Season 10. We have made it into Uncharted territory. Episode number 251. This is the first time we've ever got this far in a Let's Play. 250 was the farthest we got in Season 5. And at the time I swore I would never get here again, but I guess we broke the record. And here we are, as well as this is also total episode 901. I didn't address it in the last episode, but yeah, we are now in the 900, which is really, really weird that the next 100 ends in 1,000. We are getting there. The series is definitely getting into its later phases, but here we are, I guess the first of the final 100, probably. Maybe. Who knows? Last time I said that, we did another... I mean, the last time I said that the last time I designated an episode to be the last one, was for episode 500, and now I guess we're 400 episodes later, but, oh, I just fell off the observation. So today, besides going into Uncharted territory with the episode number, we are going into Uncharted territory on the Minecraft server, and I have Clash here to join me in that adventure. By join me, I mean, like... Wait, what? What, you're, like, here to talk on the server. Like,
I'm like, wait, what?
No, I'm not gonna just, like, rope you and drag you along with me. No, but we're going on an adventure. I'm gonna lag the server by loading chunks. That's okay. We only have, like, 4,000 blocks to go. But we're heading out in Uncharted territory.
Only 4,000 to control the server by the time you get there.
Totally. So, basically, the plan of action is that today I want to show off where I'm planning to make my mega base, and I want to show off my testing world of what I have designed for my mega base, because it is going to be large. And I wish I had a concept art of it, because what I have done so far isn't really even satisfactory to show off everything, but oh, I just found Clash's raid farm thingy.
Huh.
That's fun. Okay, can I fly again?
What do you mean, the big glass tower thing?
Well, oh, with the wither roses and like the glass box on an island that has the bell.
Oh yeah, that's the actual raid farm. I'm like, yeah, what do you mean, like the raid farm or the pillager farm?
I found the raid.
That's what you mean.
Yeah. And here's Clash's actual base. I get to fly by it every time I fly out there. I'm gonna establish a nether portal when I'm out here this time. I actually was gonna film this episode Thanksgiving, and I just got busy, and then yesterday I was busy, and so this is finally my chance to record this episode. I wanted it to go out yesterday, just missed it, but that's okay. We we're on a daily streak really anyways, so it wasn't the end of the world to me at all. No. Oh, come on, Chunks. Be nice. World, please be nice.
There's an Enderman on my wall.
I also did make tier 3 fireworks to make my life a little bit easier, which is quite nice.
Throwing. Wasting gunpowder.
I just went to Logan's witch farm and went crazy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I will admit I can see why people like them. When you're doing long haul distances like this, they are very, very nice.
But in normal day use, they are.
I mean, going around spawn, which is where I burn up most of my fireworks, yeah, because most of the time, like, I firework to go 100 blocks. I mean, that's why I kind of have a level of notoriety with the fact that I use my elytra to go everywhere. I hate walking in this game, or sprinting.
You hate walking. That's why I'm absolutely destroying you in sprinting and walking and swimming.
Oh, Ghost is
But swimming is basically just if you live by an ocean or not.
Yeah, or you just go farm swimming distance too, like I had to do.
Like, I didn't even farm it, I just freaking lived in an ocean.
So I think we're getting kind of close to my destination, I believe. I'll recognize the terrain once we get close to it. I believe. I know kind of what it's supposed to look like. Aha! Yeah, now we're getting close, I know. Yeah, I think it's somewhere around these mountains. Hello, village. You might be the entrance to my land. Aha, yeah, you are the entrance to the promised land, I believe.
Yeah, you mentioned that quite a while ago.
Well, there's like 2 villages to the entrance to this area, and I'm trying to remember if this is the area I want. Yeah, this
Isn't the one on the mountain?
Yeah. Alright, so, now, first of all, let's just ignore the fact that this little cove right here, although it's not connected to an ocean like Season 3, this cove looks scary close to the flower forest area that I made my Season 3 base in. That wasn't intentional, to be honest. I didn't even notice the flower forest was here until I came back to scout this place out again the other day to make sure this is actually the biome I want to build in. So any resemblance there to Season 3 is completely an accident and definitely not planned out at all. But if we fly around a bit, what you'll notice is that we have a ton of open plains. This is one of the biggest plains on the server. A lot of nice area around it as well. There's another plains, I think, off that way somewhere. I think it was that way. It's just, like, surrounded in desert. And I'm like, like, big plains, not cool background, though. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna flatten this plains, and we're going to make my biggest base ever. Now, the river probably is going to have to be moved. Originally, I thought I was gonna get away without moving the river. Now I realize I'm going to have to reroute the river like 50 blocks that way because the space is going to be gigantic. It's going to dwarf literally everything.
Dwarf?
The only thing that it's not going to dwarf is the nether.
You're saying dwarf.
Yeah.
You're not saying dwarf.
It's dwarf.
Dwarf.
The W is silent.
What do you mean? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I know what it is. I'm just trying to mess with you now.
But so basically, this base is going to be massive. It's going to cover up the entire area, and so I want to take you guys into my creative testing world and show you exactly what this is going to look like. Oh, snake.
Oh, cool. Vote.
Pog. Okay. Disconnect.
That's not Pog.
You can see all my single player testing worlds. I have a lot of them. But if we go into this one in specific, I don't think I'm going to spoil anything logging in here, I hope. Never know. I should
just look down.
Well, okay. So, this is the testing I've been doing on my base. I've been using World Edit, that's why I have Fabric in, by the way. This is the Biodome base, where if you haven't been around my channel, you wouldn't know that I have a thing for mini biomes. I always have. Mini biomes have been I love messing with different biomes in games. It's especially prominent in my Terraria builds, but I've always loved messing with mini biomes. And so I decided that my final base is going to be all about mini biomes. And so each of these domes is going to be a different biome inside of them as they connect to the major biodome. And they're all going to be representative of something, and I'm going to try to put like little builds in them that kind of give throwbacks to old things, or maybe actually have some functionality, although the main center area will all show where the functionality will actually be. But this base is going to be gigantic, because besides the actual domes here, and I think it'll be like this dome right here, which will have an entrance to it, it's going to have a spectacular, I think I'm going to build some extra arching in here to blend it all together. There's going to be a gigantic area way, way up here. Probably, around this height. Around 100 blocks off the ground. Which is where my, actual, like, bed's going to be and my, like, living quarters. The top of my base will be a giant observation deck. But then if we drop way, 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 way down below, we're going to dig a lot of this down towards bedrock. And below is going to be a mega storage room system, and likely a whole bunch of other stuff, where I do, like, auto farms and stuff, or not really even auto, but just farms.
That's going to be a redstone thing, that's the entire universe.
But my giant, I think it's going to be a 4-wing storage room, is what I'm thinking, so it's going to be quite a bit different from the storage rooms I've done in Seasons 1 and 5, the mega ones. Part of me is tempted to give a remaster of those, but I like the idea of matching it with these 4 coordinate. Now, obviously, I only have one of these diagonals built, and by the way, the diagonals are the absolute worst thing to build. I hate them so much. But, as I build them more, as I finish building the diagonals, I'm not going to add too much emphasis on them on the lower design of the base, but there's going to be a lot. And so I want to show off as well what the biome layout's going to be, because it's going to be pretty neat, I think. We have the front dome is going to be plains, and then the center dome is going to be the forest biome. I want to use forest because it's like the most generic biome, and at least trees take use of the big dome, whereas plains doesn't do that. So I want to use forest as the middle dome, although there's going to be a lot of pathways and a lot of all sorts of cool stuff in there. Then the dome over there, the first diagonal, is going to be the mega taiga, or I guess giant tree taiga as they call it now. Which will just be a taiga in general, but it'll be broad. Then the ice spikes, the left dome way over there will be the ice spikes dome. It'll be just everything snow biome related. So while the ice spikes will be the main feature, there's gonna be like an igloo in there and just some other snowy stuff. Then I'm gonna have a little dark oak forest. I'm thinking about doing a nod to the woodland mansion there. So we'll see. I might do like a micro mansion. It'll be kind of cute to fit in that tiny space. Then on the far side, way across, will be the desert. The mesa will be over there. I love the mesa biome, and so I think how I can find a way to design that in a biodome will be a lot of fun. The jungle will be the far right dome. That should be an interesting one. And then the Mushroom Island, even though I'm kind of sick of building on Mushroom Islands this season, we'll have a Mushroom Island in here as well. I thought about making another dome, but I think that'd be a little bit too ugly, so we're probably going to have like a hell area underground for the main nether portal of the house. Otherwise, there'll also be some portals up top as well, I'm thinking. Now, if you can't tell, this base is very, very much a modern design. By far,
No,
I mean, it's kind of fulfilling the futuristic base ideas I've had for years. I mean, I think I talked about making a giant quartz base way back in Season 4. That was going to be my mega base for that season. That just never happened, mainly because I got burned out of Season 4. But this base right here, I want to point out, the concept for this base being a bunch of biodomes with all sorts of sub-biomes in each of them around a big tower, this has been a concept I've held on to since Titancraft Season 6. And I actually came up with the idea around the time that I came up with the idea of trying to push for a 10th season someday. Now, I didn't put 2 and 2 together until the beginning of Season 9 is when I decided, hey, let's try to save this for Season 10. But this is, like, the prized possession of the season. And it's going to be by far my biggest project ever to do on my own. It's going to take a long time. But that's what I want. I want a project that we can simply work on for months and actually have fun with it. So, the base project's going to be in a few different steps. Now, I should actually clarify here before I go farther. I'm not going to start construction on the server for a few weeks. I have a few other projects to finish in the episodes in the meantime, including the Nether Hub. And I need to get farther on this planning before I solidify anything, because I've already redone some of these blending joints a few times, and nothing is solidified until the tower is done. The basement doesn't really matter as much because that's underground, but how the structures above ground are all interconnected really, really matter. And so I have to do that designing first yet, but once all of that is completed, I will try to get to the early stage, because my idea is, if we can get the glass into place, which honestly wouldn't take that long to get the glass needed, we just have a big safe space to build. And so, we can have a lot of fun making the sub-biomes. And so I think it'll be a fun thing to do. I think right now, provided we can get construction started sometime in December or early January, we'll probably work on this through like April or May. So it'll be a good chunk of the remaining part of the season. But it will be a very, very fun project. And it kind of dwarfs almost every other build on the server, but that's okay. I want the pride. It'll look cool. I'm not really sure what to do between the domes, though. Like, I feel like you could do something here, but I don't want it to obstruct.
You freaking put some of people's bases inside the domes.
Yeah, I mean, the big dome could practically encompass
And you can make
house.
it the shopping district if you really want to do that.
I mean, I thought it was a joke building Season 1 spawn in the middle of this dome. That was the joke I had. I'm like, what if I did that? Or, I mean, there's a whole bunch of old builds, and I'm like, what if I just stuff them in these little domes? I don't know. Let's see. I want to do, like, micro builds and try to reference everything. That's going to be the objective. But for now, let's return to the server. Boop.
What?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I thought I owned the server now.
Okay. So what we are doing here is I want to mark out roughly where the portal is going to be. And I say roughly because of the fact that the final portal is going to obviously be in a much different spot. And it's probably going to get moved like 10 times. And so I want to pick out a spot that's close to where it's going to be in the nether, so I don't have to move my nether tunnel like 10 times. So,
Oh, you mean like I'm moving my base tunnel for the 3rd time?
Yeah, so I think it's probable that the center is going to be quite close to this river because of how big it's going to be. So I think we'll start here. This will be the starting location for our first nether portal. Let's see. What are some good coordinates? Right here. 1175, 380, 80, or 3880, yeah. Those are nice numbers to work with.
Stupid nether ravine. Because everyone loves nether ravines.
Oh, totally.
You know, they're the best feature in Minecraft. Not like they screw up nether hubs or anything like that.
Totally. Okay, so there's the outline of my portal. Oh boy, I'm gonna run out of obsidian when I go. Okay, when we go back to base, we're gonna have to grab some obsidian. So let's light this portal before we leave. Or let's first, okay, slash.
Does she hear full damage sound?
I don't think so. Okay.
I don't know.
Whispering to myself. I don't know why half the time I just put a coordinate. I just put a slash in front of coordinates usually, but I whispered it to myself because why not? I mean, Clash is the one that get me in the habit of doing that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I used to just put slashes. Of course, people
I
can.
slash whisper myself the coordinates so it doubles the message.
When the group was smaller, I always just put stuff in chat, but people are doing their own thing right now. I don't want to confuse them. But for a long time, I really did not care who sees my coordinates. Like, what are they gonna do? Can't be that bad.
Kaboom.
Kaboom, totally. Because grouping on the server is gonna go anywhere. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sleep the night away.
No.
Yeah.
The night sleeps you away.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, the Royal Lighter. Now we lit the portal. It's kind of lit. Alright, portal. Hopefully we'll see you again before the end of the episode, because we're going to spend the rest of the episode flying back to spawn and trying to link up the portal as quickly as we can. So yeah. So I'm really excited for the space. That's also why I forced Smite into that really stupid deal with all the quartz blocks. Also, Clash has a ton of extra glass that I'm pretty sure you said yesterday I can have.
Sure. I thought I needed more for my base, but I didn't need like nothing of it, so you can take it.
Yeah.
Unless I need something else.
Although I made I think I damaged Clash's ego. He thought his base was large, and then he saw the sample of my base.
Oh. You want me to like expand it now?
That's what you like.
Except for the fact that the beginning phase is already done. I mean, the main part of it's.
I mean, to be fair, something on the scale of your Season 8 base, I mean, it didn't take you that long to build that base. You could always do a final base, then that's just another intermediate base.
Good.
Keeps you busy with building new stuff.
Yay.
But yeah, this base is going to try to be very unique. One thing that's different, though, is the Season 5 final base. That was, at that point, one of my biggest bases ever. What stood out about that one is that a lot of it was taking ideas I had had for years, like this one, but things that I already had done trials on and improving them, and taking those concepts. Like the storage room was a completely modernized version of the Season 1 storage room. The hallways and the base layout was from Titanic Plays Minecraft Season 1, the unfinished base, which that in itself came from an Xbox playthrough I had with a friend. So like all of that base was in many ways recycled, and it was ideas that I was trying to just fully bring to life for once. This base isn't like that. I'm not relying on these old, redundant ideas. And so, it does mean that I have a lot of freedom in what I actually include in the space. And I'm not really sure how many things we're gonna... I mean, obviously, I'm notorious. I'm not the crazy technologically advanced Minecraft. Oh, I found Clash's base. Okay. Free nether portal, I guess, to get
What do you
back.
mean?
Like, your island base.
Oh, that
I
one.
basically fly past it every single time.
I'm like, how the freak did you fly? Like 10,000 blocks.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's actually 10,000 blocks. 9,000 is probably more accurate.
Okay, 485 is how far down we had to go.
But still, how would you? I was like, how would you find the base I'm working in? There's no way you flew 9,000 blocks.
Oh, I just realized.
In the wrong, way too far to the east.
Alright, we need to run back and grab obsidian quick.
It's not what you do about it, except for the fact that I'm probably not going to limit myself the same way in building as I did this one.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a good concept, but it says it limits my. Not what I'm basing it off of, but where I base the location is a bit of a problem, in my opinion.
The one thing I'm unsure about is that, vaguely, this is reminiscent of some old Minecraft bases I've seen and stuff like that, and one thing about it is that I don't know how many... Oh, I'm out of extra obsidian.
Don't worry, I got an entire shulker box full.
Yeah, well, you're not here. That's a...
Yeah, I'm in the nether.
Where in the nether?
Digging another nether hub tunnel. For the third time for the same thing.
For your far away base?
Yes.
We're gonna just like... Shit, where do I have...
Because I had you extend it for a
do I
second
have,
time,
like,
and I had
do I just have a
build it.
random lava bucket by chance sitting around that I can burn up? I think I do. Please?
This is why we need that freaking
No.
stuff from 1.7 to
Damn it!
infinite lava.
I need...
Give me that infinite lava.
I need 1 obsidian. 1. Oh.
Really?
Yeah, fine. I'm just gonna go dig that stupid ass tunnel and I'll go find an obsidian later. That's my luck. This also, though, does mean that I'm gonna be using the south tunnel way more than I have up to this point. The east tunnel has been like my main form of transport.
I'm finally using the east tunnel.
Yeah, the east tunnel's been like the most significant tunnel. Although
tunnel,
I haven't shown it off yet, but the west tunnel is incredibly well done. I think that's Ghost that's been doing that.
Yeah, because the south tunnel I used for this. Yeah, you had the island base. I had to link that pigment farm, so it didn't link with other stuff. I made the pillager farm, and the raid farm. I made the sand area. I dug that all the way out to new terrain. I did a lot with it, and I made all of it.
One thing that's kind of funny here is that this nether tunnel is super duper close to where all of those branch off to the west on the south tunnel. Like, it's just after there's 3 right turns in a row. It's gonna be my left turn. I probably will actually decorate my nether tunnel in a custom way. I mean, most of the time I'm too lazy. Because this is my tunnel that's going primarily to my base, I will try to do some... Okay, water bucket be no more. Grab that lava source.
Actually, wait a minute. If you want to say no tunnel, if you're saying the southern tunnel, the eastern tunnel doesn't get any love, you're talking about the wrong tunnel.
The west tunnel is so pretty.
Have you heard of the northern tunnel?
Well, yeah, the north tunnel is just useless, though, because there's nothing to the north. You have Farmtown and the Stronghold, and beyond that, which is right outside the main hub, there's, like, nothing up there. Except, what, the jungle? Yeah. And nobody cares about the jungle.
So no one's gonna go out there.
Yeah, that's why you don't see the north tunnel ever getting worked on, because what's the point of it? Nobody uses it.
It's all about mainly the east. I mean, like, the actual, like, amount of stuff there is mainly the eastern tunnel and the southern tunnel. I
mean, the west has definitely developed a ton recently.
Yeah, the west is actually caught up with everything.
Yeah.
Watch, someone's gonna somehow make a joke about that one.
Okay, wait, how do
the west caught up with the east.
Oh,
wait, actually, you had to reverse it to make a joke with that. Never mind.
But yeah, so we are entering a new phase of the series. It's going to be a fun one. I wish I could say, though, that we're going to be going straight into the base construction, but that's just not the truth. Behind the scenes, I promise I will be working my ass off to design, but, there's not going to be substantial work on camera on the actual base for a while yet. Just because I need to design it, and there's a lot of projects that I have on my high priority list to finish before the end of the year. Once we get into the new year, then we can hopefully switch gears a little bit and make that our top focus for several months.
What is this?
But
it's a massive ravine that goes perfectly with my tunnel, so I had to travel like 50 blocks with the ravine. And that's a lot of lava.
Also, if anybody's wondering why I'm lowering the floor here, eventually packed ice has to go in here anyway, so it's like, why?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to build... If I'm building over stuff, I just build over where the blue ice would go.
Yeah, it's no point.
Not packed ice. Blue ice.
Oh, that's actually a good point which one I'm going to use, because I'm cheap. Because everybody's like, oh yeah... What?
I don't have my electro... Wait, I can survive that, maybe.
If it's less than 100 blocks, you definitely will survive.
That's gonna be close.
Huh?
Either you're about to see a death message, or you're about to see me at no health. Oh.
I mean, I literally jumped down.
I would have died. I placed a block on a hill. I would have died. That's another, like, 20 block drop. That would have killed me.
Huh. It'd have been close. You probably survived with half a heart.
I'm not taking my chances.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
I'm not taking my chances. I uncrouched.
But yeah, what I was saying about
realized...
Blue Ice is like people wanted me to use Blue Ice for the hub, but and then they're like, oh yeah, we'll donate all of it, and then nobody did, and so it's like, okay.
What do you mean?
Well, not substantial for my uses.
I built the whole southern tunnel. I did everything for the southern tunnel.
To be fair, actually though, after the southern tunnel, after it gets a certain distance down, I think transitions to packed ice.
Yeah, because I didn't build it past 1,000.
Oh yeah, because sewage did that. In fact, sewage is
I didn't do that. That wasn't
sewage
mine.
actually turns to soul sand once you turn off.
Huh.
Which I don't think the soul speed thing is that great of an idea. It's nowhere.
The soul speed is nowhere near as fast.
Yeah. A light
and also it eats up your boot durability. Like, I'm not saying it's like a
soul
bad
speed
thing.
affects durability?
Yeah, but it's really small when you have them breaking through. You can go like, I think it's like, oh, it's very, very far.
Never even knew that.
It hurts durability. Without unbreaking, it's terrible. It eats through your durability. With unbreaking, yeah, doesn't really do too much. And with mending, yeah, with unbreaking and mending, it doesn't really matter.
Interesting.
It does eat your durability. It's just with that, it's so minor.
But yeah,
now I'm like 800
I will
blocks
try
out.
to make this the first tunnel of the season that I properly decorate for us. I'll spawn proof it as well. It'll be a nice tunnel. It'll be a pretty place to go. I want my base to really stand out. Like, that is one thing from the last few seasons. My last iconic base really, truly was Season 5. I have not had any exciting base since then.
Ow!
Of course, a lot of that's just the curse of Titancraft seasons not being successful overall. I mean...
Excuse me. It's true, but...
Yeah, I mean, failed seasons, when I realize a season is failing, I stop putting effort into it because I know a reset's imminent. And so, I mean, that's why that mega base never even started anywhere in Season 6 when I came up with the idea. Season 7 was designed to be short. Season 8 with the update thing had a timeline. And by the time we got to Season 9, I'm like, well, Season 10's not far away. And by that point, I was also starting to plan that Season 10 would be a mega season instead of... I mean, originally, Season 10 was going to end this last July 22nd at the group's 5th anniversary, and then I'm like, hey, let's make an 18-month season. That's why that is part of the reason why things have taken a radically different twist than they were going to. And I'm glad we made that ruling. I mean, or I made that ruling.
That has taught me falling down like almost 100 blocks has taught me a new lesson. This is the one time to wear your elytra 24/7.
I have another rule. When you're not absolutely confident, crouch a lot. I like crouching.
I was crouching. I just accidentally uncrouched. You've done that before.
Yeah.
And don't say you haven't.
Not too many times.
Well, that's one of the few times.
Most of my accidents happen when I'm not crouching at all.
They'll happen.
Or that one time when I was doing a practice UHC in a single-player world, and I was staircasing down to diamond level, and I broke one block below my feet as I was going down in the stairs, and that one block happened to be the ceiling of a ravine. That was sad.
Hey, at least there's some glowstone up here, even though I got way too much glowstone. I can grab some more if I need. I forgot I need to light up my wall. Maybe this will help. I will grab it then.
But yeah, so this should be a really fun project. It's gonna be something unique. It's going to stand out. It'll put my name back on the map for major projects, because I definitely don't have a whole lot to my name this season. And I do plan to get a whole lot more builds done yet before the end of the year. I mean, I have a few more throwbacks to do. I need to finish the bank. I need to finish spawn and the nether hub. And I mean, the spawn I'm going to try to contact some titans about in the next couple of days or weeks to see who wants to help me with that. We're also going to probably do some Christmassy
Guardian
stuff.
sounds.
Guardian sounds. There's a lot left to do yet. This season is far, 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 far from over, and I hope you all know.
Nope, it's ending right now. Bye-bye.
Well, I mean, technically, we're on episode 901, as I said, total, or 251 of the season. 350 or total episode 1000 is the planned finale, so... expect the episode frequency to slowly decline. Like, that is one thing I should point out. I want to try to get a lot of episodes out in the month of December and get close to episode 275 by the end of the year. But I do plan to get far enough ahead in the episode numbers, so that way towards the end of the season, A, I can aim for quality over quantity, and B, I have a bit more freedom when I'm really busy, inevitably, during the spring months with school and fieldwork. So I'm trying to get ahead right now. I'm trying to keep it so that... I mean, late Season 5, to get to episode 250 in time, I uploaded, like, 48 out of the last 50 days of the season. And so, I don't want that happening again. And so you are going to see me in a bit of a panic here, but we're going to try it. It's going to be great. It's going to be a fun adventure.
At least that means you theoretically averaged 100 videos per season, even though that isn't exactly true.
I mean, technically, well, it is.
That isn't exactly true, because...
No. Okay, yeah. Well, here, let's be clear. It's technically true. It's not significant. Well, no, it is actually true. The actual average per season is 100 episodes.
But there isn't 100 per...
But I mean, so average it is. What it isn't, it's not representative though of what really goes on. I mean, if you did a weighted average of the seasons, it would look way different. Weighted averages are fun, by the way. Oh, you damn gas! Get out of my nether hub!
Yeah, because if you get rid of the average, like get rid of... Actually, never mind. That wouldn't work.
Flash have big brain.
No.
No comment down there, that's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap up my episode here, and we'll be back again maybe tomorrow. Otherwise, expect an episode in 2 days. We'll keep the series rolling though. I think we're gonna go bounce back to the stronghold and prioritize wrapping that up in the next week here. I'm just gonna try to cruise through it, just do some micro things and call it good. I've lost interest in significant renovations there. Time is of the essence, and projects that I care about matter more. And so that was
why is there a random piece of sitting here?
Ironic considering I'm about to make a random piece of obsidian.
No, there's just a random piece. I must have been making my portal. I must have accidentally placed a piece of obsidian. I
just placed a lava bucket at the bottom of a river so I could get a piece of obsidian. That's Titan. That's me for the boat boy. Actually, let me go check if I have blue ice. I need like 2.5 stacks of blue ice.
I'm so happy that I got all this netherrack, but now I realize I'm going to be using this netherrack to plug up my old tunnel.
Why you just fill in the ends?
I'll do that, but I had to curve a little bit, so I'm just going to plug that in. And then also got to pick up all the blue ice.
Yeah.
All 500 plus of it.
Oh, I only have a stack and a half of blue ice. I need over another stack. Okay, we're not installing blue ice today.
Wait a minute, that means I'm going to be 8. That means I'm going to be 4 blue ice short. Why?
No idea.
It's because this thing actually, no, not 4. Yeah, 4. Because I gotta extend this out.
Prepare for action in coming weeks. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I know I keep saying the same things over. I'm trying to keep you guys with me through the end of this. I want to actually get this nether linked up since we're close.
Nope, they're gone. Bye bye.
I don't know. There's a lot in store though. I'm optimistic about it. As rough of a time I've had as sustaining some of my projects this season and actually finishing them in the way they should be finished, I feel really good about this because this is a base that I've wanted to make for years, and it is like my prized possession plan for the season. And so, how this base turns out, I don't know yet. It'll take some time, a lot more designing yet to go into it, but let's see if this links up. Please, please, please link up. Please link up.
I'm still wearing my license.
Yeah, hi donkey. How are you doing? It's a liberal.
That's what it is. Whoa, thought we weren't being political.
I'm not being political, I'm just saying it's a liberal. It's like pointing out that there's a sheep. It's just what it is, like, you know.
Well, look. It's a Republican. Wait, elephants aren't here.
There's no elephants yet.
Well, welcome to 1.17.
Minecraft is politically biased. There are donkeys, but no elephants.
Why aren't there elephants?
That would be a terrible addition.
I know.
The way
pandas
look...
It'd be as useful as Fox, actually. Fox
I can just imagine how ugly the stupid mob model would look. Ugh.
Hey, maybe villagers would buy the tusks.
Oh boy, that's getting into illegal trading now. Anyways.
they add illegal trading into Minecraft, don't worry.
Anyways, for now.
They add like illegal villagers.
Hope you enjoyed.
And to where like
Make sure
It's like
if
they
you want to
add a
apply
whole villager.
that you do that soon. Apps close at the end of the year. A lot to do yet. It's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. I'm super busy though, so I don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll try it. Anyways, on the note, have such a great day. This has been a Titancraft, and we will see you guys
in the next episode
of Titancraft
Season 10.
Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Bye bye.